Good morning and welcome, everyone. I was kind of hoping that I'd be starting my online ministry idea under better circumstances. I know that not all of you are church people. This is being shared by my local church. I'm also inviting my church family and friends to spread this around. I just want to offer everyone some kind words, some things to think about that are free of creed and dogma this morning. So I want to thank everybody for sharing this, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. I know that I could say a lot of things, but I decided I'm going to try to keep it short and stay to my notes. So I'm going to start by lighting a chalice for those affected and those fighting to stop the virus, and as well as care for those that have come down with it. I want to invite anyone that wishes to share any names of anybody that they are concerned about or that is fighting the good fight. Please share those names in the comments section so we can all keep those people in our thoughts and our prayers this week. Key points. Number one, this is day 8 of 15. The CDC's plan to try to slow this, to keep everything under control. And I just want to say, stay the course. We've made it 8 days out of 15. We can make 7 more. You're halfway through the first 15. I know chances are it's not going to be over in 7 days. But we've been taking it one day at a time, and that's what we need to keep doing, is taking it one day at a time. Stay inside as much as you can and communicate, do your online work meetings, just social isolate, or as simply put, stay indoors. Keep 2 feet away from other people when you're outside. When you have to be outside, don't go outside into social gatherings unless you have to. And we can, it's the domino effect. If you got a bunch of dominoes lined up and you push one over, it's all going to fall. What you need to do, if you're not a key domino, pull yourself out of the chain. Keep safe those loved ones that you're worried about, and stay out of the way of the people who are doing the work. It reminds me of the story that I always get told about when I was born. My grandfather worked as a janitor at the local hospital. My dad, being a truck driver and not a doctor, had not really an idea of what to do in the delivery room situation. My grandfather, being from an older time, had a mentality that a man's place was not in a delivery room. And it came out of not, the male idea of, it's not the proper place. It's more of an idea of, he was a janitor. He worked at the hospital. He worked with these doctors and nurses and knew that if you got somebody in a situation that has no idea what they're doing and they're trying to help, they're just in the way. So, don't be in the way. Take yourself, sit down, flop yourself in front of the TV with a cup of coffee, and watch some James Bond until your bouncing baby boy is born. Or in this case, which brings us to point number 2, keep yourself busy. I've heard a lot of people say that stools. There's a problem with recording live. Schools are closed. Yes, the school buildings are closed. Teachers, especially around the state, I had a meeting with all the other teachers on Friday from 9 until 12. All the different English teachers. We are still sending out work. Students still have stuff to do. They have plenty to keep themselves busy. If you're not a student, you don't have stuff to keep yourself busy, this is the time to find all those little things, the things that you've been putting off for years, the things that you say, I'm going to get around to it. I'm going to do it someday. You know, your house repair projects that you've got the supplies and tools lying around for to get done. If you're not going to work, you might as well get some repairs done. I know a lot of people I know are crafters. There's always a quilt or a afghan or socks or mittens or some little craft project that you're like, oh, I've got the stuff for it. I always thought about doing it. It's time to just reach out, grab some crafts, sit there, keep your hands busy. You know, do all those projects that have been half finished or partly started and never got around to finishing. You have time to do those now. Yeah. For the visual artist, grab your paints and paint. Paint that painting that you've always wanted to paint. You know? Or grab your sketchbook. And if you're not an artistic person and always wanted to be an artistic person, just grab some paper and a pencil. Learn. The musical people, which I am guilty of, I have a number of musical instruments sitting around this very room gathering dust. Definitely some time to start pulling them out in the little practice books that I bought with them and start teaching myself how to play all of these things, all these musical instruments I know how to play. I know that I want to play, but I haven't yet learned to play. Which brings me to the other the other pile of stuff in my room. Books. I know that bookworms and book people always have a good stack of books it's called the to read pile. It's, ooh, I want to read this someday. Ooh, I want to read this someday. And that pile gets out of hand. So now's the time. Pick up the book, start reading. Finish it, pick up the next one, start reading. Now, if these kind of things of music and art and crafting and reading are things that you've never really done before, but you've always had an interest in doing one of them, YouTube is a wealth of information for you to look and find resources to be able to learn how to do stuff. From drawing to music to art to, I mean, you could sit around and if you got some paints and Bob Ross it. But you have some resources. Find something to do and keep yourself busy. And finally, simple thing. Stay safe, stay clean, and if you found this short message for everyone inspiring, enlifting, comforting, please hit the share button below. Again, I want to encourage anyone who has people that they're worried about or people that they know could use the support of knowing that people are at home thinking about them while they work at the nursing homes, hospitals, any place that people are seeking care from this virus. Please leave their name in the comments, tag them in the video, tag them in if you're sharing this on Facebook. Let the people that you care about know that you care about them. Call up your mom, wish her a happy Mother's Day, and just stay the course. I plan to see you all in another week. Granted, I might be inspired to pass on some more words, so if you are able, hit the subscribe button to find out about more updates and to get more of these videos as they come out. Thank you all. And as I usually say in my live services, thank you, bless you, may the force be with you. Amen.